Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'll be showing you a brief introduction to React and how to set up React on your Windows 11 computer. The same process is similar to Windows 10, so in my case I'll be using Windows 11. Now React is basically a JavaScript library for developers to build user interface. It's normally used by web developers, front-end developers, or even full-stack developers. So here is the legacyreact.org website where you can run through the document. You can see it's no longer updated, so there is an alternative which is react.dev. You can come here and go to learn if you're just learning and do the introductions from here. Now, what do we need before running React on our computer? We need Node.js. So we basically have to go to nodejs.org/download. So you can choose a version that you want to download. For our case, we are using Windows Installer 64-bit. So we shall click on that. And now we can see our Node.js is being downloaded. Also, make sure that before you start doing React, make sure that you have some knowledge of HTML, CSS, and basic JavaScript. Also, be sure that you're familiar with command line or using the terminal. So for system requirements, you need an operating system, Windows 10 or 11, and at least 4 GB of RAM, and a web browser of your choice. So now our Node.js has finished download, so we shall go to folder. You can see it here in the downloads. So we shall just double click on it to install it. So here it says welcome to Node.js setup wizard. So we're gonna click on next and then accept the terms and license agreement and click on next. So here it will ask you where to install Node.js, so we can leave the default as program files, Node.js, or if you would like to, you can change if you want. I recommend you to leave it this way. So we click next, and then you can install all these features and just simply click next. So tools for native modules, you can check this or you can install them manually. So for now, we are going to leave it as default and click on next. And then after all these stages, you click on install. Then Node.js will start installing. So do you want to allow this app to make changes? You click on yes. So Node.js has completed, so we click on finish. Now, how do we know that Node is installed? So what we are going to do, we are going to open command line and we're gonna type node-v npm-version. Press enter. So you can see it will tell you that version 20 of Node is installed. Now, congratulations, you have installed Node, and now we can confirm it's available on our PC. So now the next thing is, how do we install React? So we can install React globally on our computer. So to do that, we are just going to search for command prompt, and then we shall run npm, which is Node Package Manager, install -g, which stands for global. That means we are installing React globally. And then what we are installing is we are installing create React app. Be careful with the spelling and the indentation, because if you write the wrong one, it might not install, or it might install a different thing. So we have to confirm that npm install global create React app is perfect. So we press enter. So you want to make sure that you have an internet connection for this installation to be successful. So let's wait for it to install. So you can see create React app has been installed. Now, how do we create a new project in React? We're gonna create directory, cd, that is change directory, and we are going to go to desktop. So from desktop, we are going to create a folder. So we do make dir, make directory, and the folder name, we call it React Projects, and press enter. So you can see the folder has been created called React Projects. Now we are going to change directory to React Projects. So now our directory is in React Projects. So now we can create React app into that folder. So what we are going to do is we are going to run create React app, and then followed by the app name, which we can call my portfolio. Press enter. Okay, so it says that we cannot create a project named my portfolio because npm naming restrictions no longer support capital letters. Makes sense. So we are going to change the capital letters to small letters. Press enter. So depending on how good your internet connection is, this will take a couple of minutes. So let's wait for it to install. Alright, so congratulations, you've successfully installed React. So when you check in this React projects, you can see my portfolio is already created and there are some modules already which are in there. We are going to change our directory to that by typing change directory, my portfolio, and then we run npm start. Then we see if our React has been installed. So we do cd my portfolio. Be careful of spellings. And then we run npm start and press enter. So you can see React is starting the development server, and then here your app will be loading at localhost 3000. So when it compiles, you can see from the PowerShell that it's successfully compiled at that address, and then when you check, you can see your React is here. So now that is basically how to install React on Windows. This is the same process similar to Windows 10. So now one last thing is, how do we edit this? So what we're gonna do is we're going to open our code editor. Let's use Visual Studio Code, VS Code, and then we can go to File, go to Open Folder, then we navigate to our desktop to React projects, and the folder is called My Portfolio, so we can select this folder. So when we select this folder, all the files for the website is in source. We can change the app.js. You can see that is what has been loading, React logo, and we can just change here H1 and we say welcome to my portfolio, and then we can remove all this link because we don't need it. We can also now compile this via VS Code instead of using the PowerShell. So from VS Code, we are going to go to terminal and we create new terminal, and then we run npm start. So we can terminate this terminal and use the VS Code terminal. Alright, so you can see that it's still showing us the same thing. The reason is we have not saved our work. So what we are going to do, we are going to come to File and then activate autosave in VS Code. Now you see when it autosaves, it will recompile automatically. So now you can see we have welcome to my portfolio, and we can remove the image, the logo, and then since we are not using the logo, we also have to remove the import logo, and that is what we have. So this is basically how to install React on your Windows PC, and in the next couple of videos we shall see how you can create React components and work around React so we can make this portfolio something that is presentable. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.